So this is your dashboard, and you can see right away that you have an idea of how your active group assignments are going, and if your residents or students, whoever you've assigned these things to, are actually doing them. Here's the progress, percentage of the class has actually done it, and here's the mean. If you want to jump in a little more here, let's see how everybody is doing, and we'll see that there are 3 learners who have not yet completed this. If you want to send a reminder email, done, 1 click. We can see here that 25% of the people to whom it was assigned have taken it, and they did an average of only 0.38 minutes, so they kind of whipped through this on average. The time spent on questions here was 0.38 because this entire assignment is only made of questions, although as you'll see in a little while, you're able to make assignments that include questions, lecture, and textbook sections. So for right now, the time spent on the questions matches the total time because that's all that was on the test. You can also see who your high score was. It's Sadie Phillips. My dog didn't do very well this particular test, but let's take a look. That way we can do some just-in-time teaching and see how we can help her out maybe on our Wednesday or Tuesday conference whenever you have yours. So you can see the correct answer here, but Sadie answered choice A. And you can follow along through here and you still get all of the explanations that your residents and students see. Then you can jump right back to your assignment summary. And if you want, you can make another assignment. So let's jump right in and make another assignment. Here's where we made big changes with the instructor portal for EM Coach. There's nothing like this else out there. So you can assign to groups, you can assign to individuals, and then here you go. You can either with 1 click make it a coach assignment. It does questions, textbook, and lecture using the artificial intelligence. A single click brings all this together. Or if you use Foundations of Emergency Medicine, you can click on that. You choose which foundations, you choose the unit you want, and that's it. Everything is pre-selected. So your questions, your textbook, and your lectures are all already combined into one place. There's no going to multiple places in order to find all these components, and the framework is prepared. You can uncheck that box if you want. If you want to include the framework. Now that framework comes with questions, textbook, and lectures all in that package. We have a chapter called Signs, Symptoms, and Presentation, which is much like the framework concept of working through a differential. Or if you want to do a custom build down to the exact section and the number of questions that you want to do. Let's say we're doing OB-GYN. If you want to do 2 questions on uterine disease, you can do 2 questions on uterine disease, maybe 2 questions on ovarian disease. But let's say you want to add some textbook readings to it. You can then go to your textbook. You can give the section on infections, and let's say a section on ovarian disease. And if you want to add lectures to that, then you can pick exactly the sections, and you can see how long they are, so you get a sense of exactly how much you're assigning to your students or your residents. There's a 2-minute section here and a 1-minute section there, and you know how many textbook sections you've given and how many questions you have assigned. And as you're going through, it all lines up here, so you can see that we're doing textbook on infections, we're doing a lecture on cervical disease, and here are the number of questions and the topic that it's covering. And we have a pre-made title for you here, but you can change it to whatever you want. Here we have an individual assignment, so maybe it's a remedial assignment we're doing. So it can be APGAR remedial test assign. And there you go. It's already out there for you. The other thing you can do is follow up with the statistics. And this hasn't changed much. We have some things coming out to help you out, but you have still here the month to date or year to date. Remember to update your charts, and you can select P2I1, P2Y2. Well, we haven't done any this month. Sadie hasn't, but your year to date, you can see how the class has performed. There's a 20% there and 8% there. This is just our practice round area. You can follow performance by learner. You can get into the individual view of the learner to see how that particular person was doing. You can make comparisons. Here's a user mean. Here's a national mean, and your program mean. And you can see how this individual is doing by topic.